any class, I want you to think about you. I want you to remember movement is always about you, and any type of physical fitness is about you. And if something doesn't feel good to you, we don't do it, okay? Especially if you have neck issues, back issues, knee issues, okay? I don't want you doing things that are uncomfortable for you. I want you to do things that feel good to you. I will try to cue different variations for those things. For example, if we do rolling like a ball today, and you have issues with your spine, or you've been diagnosed with something with your spine, we don't roll, we hold balance, we work on the length and on our posture in that situation, okay? What else? I don't know. Are we ready back there? Can everybody hear me okay? Give me a thumbs up if you can. All right, so let's begin. What I want you to do is I want you to stand on your surface, not necessarily on your mat, but maybe on your carpet or your hardwood or wherever you may be. And what I want you to do is I just want you to roll to your toes and then to your heels, okay? And you're just feeling the feet underneath you this morning. And I want you to draw attention to what your legs want to do. Are your legs clenching? Are you feeling like your knees might be hyperextending? Can you do this and soften your knees? Better, good. Okay, now standing. Try from left to right in your feet. And what I want you to do is I want you to feel the outside of your feet, the inside of your feet, okay? And as you progress here, maybe we can start to draw circles with our feet. And I want you to feel all the tippy toes when you come around in that circle. Really get into the floor. They need to have a job, and that job is to support you and to be grounded. Now reverse that circle. Finding the inside and the outside edges of the feet. Good. We're going to do some fun stuff at the feet today. Because you know why? Now just start to go for a nice little walk. And as you walk, what I want you to do is I want you to think lift heel to toe. And then when you place your feet back down, toe to heel. Act as if your foot has a spine. Okay? For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nicely done. I'm going to ask you to put your feet under your hips. All right? I'll show you this one from the side. What I want you to do is I want you to sit back as if you're coming.
Do you want the video on or not?
Might just be knees bent, and that's okay. All right, we go with what today gives us, and tomorrow we might be able to make go down, right? And I want you to find that squat. I want you to find the wiggle into your heels. And what are your toes muted? Otherwise, I won't be able to find your toes into the floor too. And it's really important when you squat that you let those knees stay and not come forward. This would not be me using my hip flexors. This would be me just using my knees. And notice my butt stays underneath me, not a squat. Butt back, like you're reaching for a chair behind you. Let's do a couple more. 2, 1 more. 1. I want you to stay here first. We're going to do just 1 more minute. Let a few people bounce in. We're starting to get a little warm. You can feel the quads start to heat up a little bit. The weight's in the heels, and it's reaching to the toes. You're supported through those feet. We're going to do this for 4, 2, you're gonna stand. Oh, nicely done. Shake everything off. Okay, reach those arms straight up towards the ceiling. Nice and long here, all the way up through your fingers. Now exhale, open those arms and blow the air out. This is where we start to incorporate our breath. Breath is extremely important. As we move, inhale, lift those arms. Exhale, open. Now act as if you're pressing the air down towards your thighs. Good. Inhale, lift. Are those knees still soft? Or did you go back to that default mode, which is keeping those knees hard and rigid? One more time. You're going to hold these arms up right here. We're going to go back to that squat. Are you ready? Squat back. Let your arms come down. Bring your little arms swing, and we're going to lift. Straight up through those feet. Exhale, bend, come down. Inhale, lift, stretch, stretch. Let's do that again. And down. Make a little bounce. Give me that nice exhale. Inhale. 2 more. Exhale. Inhale. 1 more. Down. And up. And open those arms. Nicely done. Bill's going to join us this morning. All right, roll your shoulders back for 3. Soft knees. 2. Don't go back to that default mode. 1. Let's take that right arm. Let's go straight up towards the ceiling. And now what I want you to do is slide that left arm down your body. Oh, you're reaching over to the side. Now here, breathe into your lungs. Take a nice deep in-breath. And as you exhale, lift. Open that arm. Opposite arm comes up. And then exhale into your stretch. In breath into those lungs. That breath really helps us expand and increase the space in the lungs and between the ribs. That side body. And if you need to make it a little dynamic, by all means, go for it. And here, go. And lift. Reach both arms back up towards the ceiling. Now here, chin to chest, and I want you to just take your chin down the front of your body. Let gravity take your upper body down into a forward fold. Your weight is in your toes and in your heels. Everything is nice and connected to the ground. Press down into the earth as you round up through your spine. Take an in-breath, lift those arms straight up towards the ceiling. And then exhale, forward fold. The arms follow, they're never in front of the head. The head goes first. And then slowly round yourself back up. We're gonna take this to our left. Take an in-breath. Now keep those feet grounded, those knees are soft. Turn to your left, give me a little twist. And then chin to chest, rolling down through your body on that left side. Try to maintain the weight in that right foot. And then slowly round yourself back up. You could feel that right foot got a little light, didn't it? Rotate to the right, and now focus on that left foot. Keep that left foot pressing down into the floor. You gotta reach through that hip down into the floor, and then slowly roll yourself back up. Take an in-breath at the top, exhale. Open those arms, nice. Roll your shoulders forward this time for 4, 3, 2, and 1. So I'm going to ask you to come down to your mat. We're going to have a seat. I'm going to focus a little bit on the lower back today and opening up some of your hips because I don't know about you guys, but we've been doing a lot of stuff around the house. So that means a lot of lifting, a lot of moving. I don't know if some of you have gotten out into the yard. Maybe you're lifting some heavy lawn bags and stuff like that. So let's work a little bit on this low back. First thing I want you to do is your feet are parallel, just out in front of you. Sit up nice and tall and put your hands on your shins. And I want you to pull yourself into your thighs. And then just relax. And you can feel the middle of your back really kind of collapse. It goes into that slouching mode, right? Put your hands into your shins, pull yourself into your thighs, and lift. And right underneath you, you've got these bony bones. Those are your sit bones, okay? And I want you to stay up on top of them this time. Don't slouch. Can you lift your right arm and keep that posture and then come back down? Can you lift your left? Keep that posture. Good. One more time to the right. Can you feel your feet into the floor? And then left. Good. And now this time, take your right hand, or whichever hand you want, actually, that's fine, and put it on the top of your head. Now here, don't find yourself slouching in those ribs. I want you to take this low to your sits bones. Can you just rock through the lowest part of your spine? So I want Bill to go even lower here, not in the roll, in the movement that's occurring at the hips. So we need to take it not from the ribs, we want to keep them nice and straight, and just see if you can rock the hips back and forth. Yes, better, good. That's hard, isn't it? Because you want to do this. You want to go here, no. Okay, now find that posture again. Now reach your arms out in front of you. You're up on the peak of those sits bones. Now think about rolling off those sits bones, doing that same pelvic tilt that we did a minute ago. Now draw just the belly in, like I just went in and gave you a little punch in the stomach, nicely. All right, you'll notice my shoulders are still over my hips. All I did was round my spine behind me, and that would be a C curve, okay? It's making like the letter C. And then start to work yourself back up on top of those sits bones. You can feel that because it goes right into those sit bones. So let's do that again. Ready? Rock off those sits bones. Hold the tummy in. Now here, just think about the lowest part of your back trying to touch down to the floor first. And you're going to continue to go. Continue to go. Each bone gets the opportunity to move. Each bone gets the opportunity to be placed on the ground with gentle control. Nice. Reach those arms all the way back behind you. Stretch your legs out nice and long. Now here, when you're lying down, you can definitely feel the back of the hips into the mat, and you can feel your ribs. Your ribs are lifting sky high. And what I want you to do is take an inhale with your breath, and then as you exhale, just lift your arms and notice what your ribs do. Your ribs start to settle down into the mat just a little bit. If we were to add a breath to that, go ahead, exhale. You can feel those ribs come down even closer to the mat. That's what I want you to try to maintain. Take an in breath, just let those arms float back overhead. You can feel that extension into the middle thoracic spine, popping those ribs up. Take an in breath, exhale. You're trying to flatten just that mid-thoracic, right between the shoulder blades, down into the mat. You're gonna hold it right there. I want you to work your arms. We're gonna telescope our arms, which means I'm gonna lift my left arm higher than my right. And I'm gonna drop from my shoulder down. And I'm gonna go left. And I'm gonna drop from my shoulder down. And left, down. And right, down. Try both arms. Lift and lower. One more time. Lift and lower. Turn your hands so they're facing one another. Take a nice deep in breath right here. Open those arms. If you can, go all the way to the floor. Exhale, start to feel your fingers, your wrists, your forearms up off the mat. Come all the way around and give yourself a hug. Nice. Take an in breath here. Exhale, opening those arms. Go, 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 go. Are your ribs staying down? Or do you find, as you exhale here, other arm over the top, do you find those ribs popping back up? I want you to try to stabilize and keep those ribs from popping up off the floor. And one more time, each arm, you're alternating an arm over the top as you hug. And last time, inhale, open and expand. And exhale, close and hug. Chin to chest, look down your right leg. Can you see your feet? I want you to try to get those ribs to come down just a little bit more. But notice now the small of your back. Let your arms come down. Do the gentle curve in the small of your back, or are you tilting your pelvis up towards the ceiling? Rock that pelvis away. Hold it. Keep that curve in the small of your back. Inhale, come back down. Let the arms come overhead. We're putting this together. Exhale, ribs come down, arms come up, chin to chest. You're looking and you're trying to be nice and flat. And you're curling over your ribs here. Flex your feet. Hold it. Take a sip of air. Now I want you to act like you're pulling yourself up with a rope. And I want you to roll yourself up. Here's that C curve. And I want you to stretch over your thighs in that C curve. Your feet are flexed because now you get that nice stretch to the back of the calves, back of the thighs. And I want you to round back, stack your bones nice and tall. We're going to start all over again. Where do we start? How low can you go? Tailbone first. Each bone gets the opportunity to move, be placed, and have a purpose. Inhale, arms go all the way overhead. Now think center of your spine. Exhale, arms up, but shoulders are down. Chin to chest. Tucking and rolling. Tucking the chin to the chest, pulling the tummy in, ribs in tight, reaching and rolling through our spine, reaching our hands forward. Round back, stack your bones nice and tall. Last time, all the way down to the floor. How low can you start? You start from the ground and we roll down up through our spine. Take your arms all the way over and around to your hips. Bend your knees so your feet are flat on the floor. Go back to that neutral pelvis right here. So just like when we have locked knees, right? The pelvis can go into that default mode, which is small the back into the ground. And what I want you to do is I want you to think you have a bowl of water on your pelvis, and I want you to just slosh that water towards your head, towards your feet, okay? And when your knees are bent, we're trying to find that neutral place. We're not trying to smush the back into the mat. Because we have a gentle curve in our back naturally, we want to train that gentle curve naturally to hold and maintain us. So now here, hold this, ribs down. Man, there's a lot of rules. Lift your right leg to shell. Lift your left leg to shell. Did you maintain that gentle curve in your back and are your ribs down? Oh, bring your knees and your feet together. I want you to use your inner thighs here. I think that might be a little hard for some of us. Take your right leg down, take your left leg down. So let's try this variation. Lift your right arm up towards the ceiling, and I want you to lift your left leg to shell. And when you're here, what I want you to do is I want you to reach your right arm for your left knee, okay? If you can, curl your head, neck, and shoulders. You don't have to. Did your pelvis change? And I want you to put the knee into the hand into the knee, and I want you to press. And you're creating this diagonal pattern across your body, and you're really connecting everything that goes from the shoulders to this hip. That inner thigh is working really hard. Now lift the arm, put the leg back down. Let's do the other side. So left arm, curl the head, neck, and shoulders, ribs down, natural or neutral spine, and then you're pressing leg into hand into leg. And I want you to find this one, and I'll be honest with you, this side is not my favorite side. So I really have to work for this inner thigh here, and to feel that connection all the way across my body and those abs. Inhale, come back home. Let's do the other arm. Here we go. Arm goes up, leg goes up. Curl, hold it, squeeze. Inhale, home. And last time, let's try the other side. Here we go. Curl, hold it, squeeze. Good. And if today is your day and it doesn't hurt your neck, you can always put your head down. Bring the opposite leg up. Let's Let's try that again. There you go. Arms are down on the floor. You're pressing into the floor. Can you feel that little house in the small of your back? I'm giving you some really good grapes. Maintain that, hold that, and just straighten your legs. And I want you to feel that squeeze in your thighs. And bend. Inhale. If you need to, put your hands behind your head. Reach. And bend. Ooh, my legs are starting to warm up. Woo. Reach. And bend. One more time because you can. Hold this, ribs down. Natural curve. Don't change anything. You're going to beat your heels together. Beat your heels together. Strong legs. No floppy fettuccine legs. I want strong. 10, 9, 8, 7. Pull your ribs in. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend your knees. Rest your feet. Arms off to the side. Knee sways from left to right. So I can't see you, but I'm thinking about you. And I'm hoping that if you were feeling any of that in the small of your back, that you either took your feet down to the floor or tried to readjust your pelvis or put your head down or drew the ribs in just a little bit deeper. Those are all really important things, and when they come together, it makes our core work very efficiently, okay? All right, so moving on, bring your legs to shelf. Now you're probably saying, what does this have to do with my back? Well, core strength, right? Core strength has everything to do with your back. And what I want you to do here is you're gonna put your left hand on your left thigh. Now look at the shape. I'm making 90 degrees, give or take, with my leg, right? And I want you to keep that 90 degrees. You're gonna lower that left leg down. Nothing in my pelvis to my shoulders changes. And I lift back up. Just left leg again. Nothing in my pelvis changes. And I really have to fight for that control, that last rib. He wants to come up. He doesn't want to stay down. Now add your breath. Exhale right here. Inhale, come home. One more time. Exhale. Inhale, come home. Right leg, 4 times. 4. And lift. Sometimes a little reminder, because I'm a rib popper. I like to let those ribs lift. I have to think about it. And sometimes the feel, the sense of touch, helps remind me. One more time. Down and lift. Feet to the floor. Oh. Woo. There's some work going on there. Okay, hands behind your head. Ground those feet. Just working the upper body here, what I want you to do is I want you to take your head, I want you to curl your head, neck, and shoulders. You're looking right at the thighs. Are you in that neutral pelvis or did you change it? I'm gonna be a stickler about it today because that's why the low back starts to hurt. Bring the left leg, or this is my right, I'm sorry, right leg to shove. Now bring the foot back down, head comes down. Let's do that again. Head, leg. Oh, are you getting a little shaky in there? That's because as you lift, you're engaging your core the right way. Again, go. Where do your eyes go? Do they go up? No, they stay down because if your eyes go up, what's going to happen is you're going to extend from your neck. And you're going to put way too much pressure in that neck. One more time. Keep working on those ribs. The more we do this, the better you'll get at it. Last time. Hold your left leg there. I want you to grab behind your left thigh. Now, if you need to put your head down, go ahead. Okay? What I want you to do is I want you to think about the stretch in the back of the leg. So flex your foot up at the top, and I want you to give me a little tug, tug. You feel that stretch all the way through the back of the knee? Yeah. Now, if you can, peel your head up off the floor, body to thigh, thigh to body, and I want you to try to find your tree. Good, and you're trying to get to the top of your tree, and it's okay. If we're only getting halfway up, we call that shrub climbs, right? We're climbing our shrub. But Just try to get up towards the top. And then come back down. Be really nice to yourself. There you go. Bend that knee, put that foot on the floor. Reestablish that neutral. Now, reaching that right leg up towards the ceiling. If it's okay with you, peel that head up off the mat. Now, I've got some arm strength here. I'm really using my body to pull my body towards my leg and my leg to my body. And you'll notice it's hard to maintain that neutral here. And that's what helps you create that flexibility in the back of the leg, not how far you can bend those hips. And then come back down. Let's do that again. Exhale. What about that foot at the top? Flex it. I want you to give me a little bit of that calf stretch. And then back down one more time. Body to leg, leg to body. Climb, climb, climb. Boom. And then back down. Nicely done. Come all the way to the floor. Knee space from left to right. Excellent. Okay. So here, we're going to come back up into that roll up. Okay. So stretch your legs out. Maybe they're as wide as your mat. Find that pelvis. Where does it need to be? It needs to be neutral. Flex your feet. Reach your arms straight up towards the ceiling. And I'll encourage you to try to keep that neutral as we curl our head, neck, and shoulders. I want you just to peel the upper body. I've got to draw those ribs in. Keep and maintain that C curve, reaching over your thighs. Does that feel a little bit better? It does for me. Oh, yeah. Good. And then round back, stack the bones nice and tall. Good. I'm going to face you for this one. Bill's going to stay where he is. Here, what I want you to do is your feet are a little bit wider than your hips. Your arms are just as wide. And think about relaxing at the shoulders. All I want you to do is open that left arm. And I want you to feel like you're stretching for the width of the room. And you're looking down the back arm. And then come back center. You're going to open that right arm. And we let the air out as it goes. Try not to lean forward. I want you to stay nice and tall here. You're up on those sits bones, and we're establishing this twist through the back body. One more time. And open, twist. You're going to hold this. You're going to look down that back arm, and now what I want you to do is I want you to reach that front arm for your pinky toe on the opposite side. You're going to give me a little dynamic stretch here for 3, 2, 1, and I want you to come back up. Good. I don't care how far that arm reaches back. I just want it to extend from the shoulder, 1, and come back up. So if you feel a lot of pressure in the front of the shoulder right here, you're trying to reach that arm too far back behind you. Work more on twisting from the shoulders and rotate. 3, 2, 1, and come back up. Last time, other side. And 3, 2, 1. Nicely done. Okay, so now here, back to that roll down. I told you I was going to work the back a little bit. Here we go. Now tuck your tailbone under. How low can you start? Hold the belly in, pull the ribs in, reach the arms out in front of you, like you're reaching away for something across the room, even though you're rolling yourself down, right? Lift those arms up overhead, open those arms around, circle down to your hips. Good job. Okay, knees bent. Whew. Bring your right knee in towards your chest. Maybe grab your shin here, okay? And I want you to hug that shin into your body. And I want you to stretch that opposite leg out to a 45. You'll notice I'm not all the way up here. I'm not all the way down here. I'm somewhere in the middle because that's where I want to find my hips. Curl your head. Now, think about that last rib. Get those ribs in. Can you find your neutral pelvis here? It means you have to actually pull that tailbone down just a little bit. Hold it. And this leg is strong. Switch. Now, think about pulling the leg into your body without moving your hips. Pull, pull. Switch. Pull, pull. Switch. Extend that opposite leg. Pull, pull. Switch. Pull, pull. Switch. Eyes down. Pull, pull. On your thighs. Pull, pull. Last 1. And 1. Extend your right leg up towards the ceiling. Grab behind your thigh or behind your calf. Your head can be down here, that's okay. Switch. Is your pelvis neutral? Ooh, this is hard, Megan. I know, that's the challenge. That's the Pilates practice. And exhale, and exhale, and 3, and 2, and 1. You're done. Nicely done. Putting those two together is very challenging. Okay, so now here, what I want you to do is just rock the knees around in a little circle in the small of that back. And then reverse it. Excellent. I'm warm. Let's flip over onto our stomachs, okay? So turn onto your side. I'm gonna come onto my stomach. And now here, I'm reaching my hand out from the corners of my mat, and then reaching my legs to the corners of my mat. And you'll notice I'm lifting my thigh because I want to create some space in the hip flexors, okay? Eyeballs are down. I'm gonna lift my head just slightly because I can, and I want you to be able to hear me. So my hands are pressing down into the mat. And what I want you to do is I want you to pull your belly button away from the mat. Can you lift your left leg and then lower back down? Lift your right leg and lower back down. Really pay attention to what your leg is doing here. For example, you can see I had Bill bend his knee there. And he's just bending from the knees, not lifting from the back of the thigh. And what I want you to do is I want you to find the back of the thigh because I want you to activate those glute muscles. So think length through the back of the leg. There you go. And try the other one. Lift and lower. Good. Now keep maintaining that upper body. Don't let that upper body get soft on you. I want you to keep that belly nice and tight. Yeah. And don't let your body rock from left to right. You've got to hold this. Now, give me both legs. Go. Lift and lower. Exhale, lift and lower. One more. Lift. Hold this one. Now, not from the knees, from the ankles. Lift, lower. Opposite legs like the flutter kicking your feet. You can go fast. You can go slow. As long as you're not rolling your upper body from left to right, the hips stay stable, the glutes are working nice and hard, and you can feel this extension all the way through the back body, and you're breathing. 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Good job. Think about your arms. Lift your right arm. Same rules apply. And lower. Lift your left arm. And lower. And think about lengthening that arm all the way out, nice and long, not just lifting. It's coming from the back of the shoulders here where I want you to feel like I'm pulling a string from that scapula, from that shoulder girdle. And one more time, up and down. Tummy's in, nice and strong. Now try both arms. Exhale, lift. Good, inhale, lower. Try upper body too. Exhale, lift and lower. This time at the head. Head, arms, lift. They're one piece. And I don't want you to put wrinkles in the back of the neck here. You're keeping everything moving as one piece. Exhale, lift and lower. Last time. Exhale, lift and hold. Find a breath. Lift your legs. Tummy in. Flutter arms and legs. 4, 10, 9, 3, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Sit back into a child's pose. Good job, though. All right, so in this child's pose, take your knees wide. Be wide, okay? And if you can't kneel here, what I want you to do is just sit on your side sit, okay? On one hip. Take your hands to your left. I want you to stick that hip out to the right. Really breathe as if you were just breathing into your right lung. And then exhale, cross over your body. And then go over to the other side. And then come back to center. Nice. I'm going to face you. You can stay on your mat as you are, but I want you to come up. And here, speaking of side sit, what I want you to do is just swing your legs off to one side. Now, if that doesn't feel good to you, put your legs out in front of you. Okay, that's fine. Either way, we want to try to find the sit bones going down into the floor. All right, we're going to grab our shin. We're going to take the opposite arm off to the side. What I want you to do is I want you to reach over your body for a nice side bend. Now, right here, the hand that's on the shin, put it to the inside of that knee. So this is my right arm and my right knee. And I want you to open your chest and look up to the ceiling. And then come back into your side bend and lift out. Let's do that again. In breath here. Exhale into your side bend. Hold this. Inhale, open. Exhale. And inhale. Be tall, not slouchy. And go into your side bend. Inhale, open. Exhale. And come back home. Let's try the other side. How's that feel? Oh, pretty good to me. How did it feel?
I don't know, they seem happy.
Okay. All right, here we go. Oh.
You just have this little expression inside.
Give me that opener through your chest. And then back over. And then lift to the top. And then exhale over. And inhale. Open from the shoulders. And then over. Nice and tall. One more time. Exhale into your stretch. And inhale. Open. And exhale. Come back home. Let's go to all fours. Okay? So here, if this bothers your knees, like I'm on a really squishy mat, you can always take that mat, those thinner mats, flip them over, and do doubles. Okay? Maybe you need a triple. It's up to you. Okay? Here, wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. And what I want you to do is I want you just to extend your left arm forward. And you'll notice your body wants to shift to the right, okay? And I want you to try to do that this time with the right arm and keep the body stable. You have to avoid that shifting moment. And then come back down. And you're pressing into the floor with the hands, the knees. You're drawing the tummy in nice and tight here and come back down. Maybe we can't do this without shifting the weight from left to right. So let's try something else. Round your spine up towards the ceiling. Dropping the belly to the floor, lift the head and the hips. Round the spine up towards the ceiling. Now this time, when you drop the belly towards the floor, I want you to feel like my hand is on the crown of your head and you're reaching out. And can you feel that line where your ribs come in right there? Hold and maintain that. Draw the belly in tight, okay? Now extend the right leg backwards. Oh. And you can really feel everything wants to go to the left, right? Mm-hmm. You gotta draw those ribs in, press down into the heel of the hands, and now lengthen out through that leg. Good. And it's not about how high the leg goes, it's about how long and how stable you can keep from head to hip. That's what I want to see you do. If you feel like you got this, reach the opposite arm forward, hold it. Otherwise, you're just working leg, hands are down. Now, open the arm and the leg to the corners. It's just a few inches to either side. And then close. And your job is to keep all of this nice and stable. I'm pressing into that floor. I'm using the muscles in my back body and into this hip to help support me. One more. And come back home. Nice. Try the other side. Here we go. Ready? Leg be on our side. All right? So line yourself up at the back edge of your mat. And I want you to be on your forearm here. And when you're on your forearm, it's real easy to find yourself succumbing to collapsing in that shoulder. So I want you to think, I'm pulling you out of that shoulder, okay? And we have to maintain this, that's the goal. Bring the knees in front of you. Now stretch that top leg away. This hand, just reach it for the floor, but don't drop your shoulders, all right? There you go. Now, just to the front corner of your mat, swing. To the back corner of your mat, swing. This stays stable. Again, has a lot to do with how your back is feeling. You have to maintain the hips here. And they're stacked, like a pole is going straight through the hips. They're not dropping backwards like this. You have to keep the hips up, one right on top of the other. Now give me a kick to the front, and I want you to bring it even with the hip. Flex your foot, kick to the back, just to the corner of your mat. And then kick to the front. Is anything changing in your upper body? Kick to the back. If today is your day, you can reach that arm up nice and high. Think fingers are being stretched to the ceiling, and it'll help you stay out of that shoulder. One more, hold it right here, point your toes, boom. Give me little circles for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, stay tall, reverse it, 8, 7, 6, 5. Try not to move the rest of your body. 1, hold it. Stretch that opposite leg out for the front corner of your mat. Can you maintain this length right here? Oh, that's hard. Toe taps, toe taps, toe taps, toe taps. For 4, 3, 2, hello back body, and 1. Switch to the other side. Yes, we call that your gut here at 416, where the back of the thigh meets your butt, okay? All right, so I'm up on the shoulder. I'm out of the shoulder, okay? Ribs are in nice and tight. Now look down at your knees. I didn't do this on the last one, but it'll work here. Make sure your knees are even. If you have one knee in front or one knee behind, that means your hips aren't stacked. Stack it. There you go. Stretch the leg out nice and long. Hold it. Okay, what are you going to do with that opposite hand? It can be up here, it can be in front of you, wherever. You're just going to the front corner of your mat. You're reaching to the back corner of your mat. I want your toes pointing here, not flex. We flex our feet enough. They're in these shoes. And guess what? It's getting nice outside. So what do you want to do? You want to put on those flippy floppies, right? And that's when we start to feel the shin splints and all those kind of things happen because your feet aren't strong. They've been housed in their little homes for so long. Now, we're going to bring that foot to the front. You're even with your hips. Good. Flex the foot. Bring it to the back. What's the rest of the body doing? It's staying stable. Press into the floor. Reach that hand away. Try to keep those ribs and shoulder from collapsing. Inhale. Exhale. Go. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Go. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale. Go. Hold it. Now give me little circles. Point those toes. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and reverse it. 4, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Don't give up. Now stretch that front foot. For the front corner, you have toe taps, toe taps, toe taps. Out of that shoulder, I feel myself sinking. You should be yelling at me, though. And 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, come up to seated. Good job. Just seated right here. Take your leg that you just worked, cross it over the opposite knee. Maybe you want to do a little rock from left to right. That was fun. Okay, and then stretch. Let's do the other side. There you go. Good. All right, gonna do some, finish with some glute work, okay? I wanna get your hearts going a little bit, but in order to do that, we have to get up, all right? So what I want you to do is I want you to flip over, so you're back on those fours, all fours, hands and knees. Now you might wanna come towards the back edge of your mat, like we're on a slippery surface, our mats might move a little bit, okay? So we might need the floor. But what I want you to do is I want you to walk your feet back and come into a plank pose, okay? Now, if plank is something that's not easy for you to do, you can always drop those knees. Notice the angle that I'm at, right? You're pressing down, you're not sinking into your shoulders, you're pulling the ribs in tight, and you're thinking about these hips, you're not swaying into the small of your back. Bring your knees down, you can sit back into a child's pose, and then come back up. Find a variation that works for you. Make sure the shoulders are over the wrists. The feet can be wide. If you want to try that, it might help you a little bit. But I want you to think 3 fingers below your belly button. Now pull the tummy in a little bit more. Good. Now don't drop your head. Lengthen. All right, we're going to use our upper body here. Okay? We're going to press back into or walk back into a pike pose. Okay? Now, just bending your right and left knees, I want you to press your weight back towards your thighs and see if you can get into that calf stretch a little bit. So you are in a pike pose. So Bill's here, and then he's just alternating right and left knees. Think about letting your upper body press back towards your thighs just a little bit more. Now, here you go. Can you feel that a little bit more? Good. And 2, and 1. Now, bring your weight over the tops of your feet. And I want you to slowly start to roll yourself up to standing. Good. Remember those squats we did earlier? All right. So I want you to lift your arms straight up towards the ceiling. And I want you to exhale, come down into that squat. Give me that little bounce and lift. And down. And lift. And down. And lift. One more time. And down. And lift. Come down into your squat. Give me a halfway hold. Okay. You gotta get that weight back. Your weight's at the heels, but I want you to feel the toes gripping to the floor. All right, what we're gonna do is we're gonna step the right leg backwards. Boom. You're in this very low lunge. Be careful with that mat though. And then come back forward. Stay in your squat. Maybe use the mat. There you go. And then step back. And come forward. And step back. And come forward. Now you have to find your feet underneath you as you do this. And you want to keep those hips and that spine stable. Just the legs are moving underneath you. Oh, are your quads burning yet? Stay low, stay low. There you go. Yes, now try to keep the hips right there and just move the leg. There you go. That's work. And give me 4 more. 4. And up. Come on. 3. And up. 2. Find your feet. Last one. And give me that little bounce. Bounce. Oh, you can't give up on me. Yeah, come on. Get back down there. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come up this way. Shake that. Woo. Okay. And one more. One more. Okay. Let's face them. All right. Take a sip of air. Lift those arms all the way up towards the ceiling. And now just drop your left arm. Okay. Take your left leg and I want you to lift it up. And I want you to connect hand to foot. Now you have to think about your right foot right now. And I want you to press into your right hand, your left knee. And I want you to think about that right foot. Can you find all the edges of that foot, those toes, the heel? That's 1, 2, 1. Come back down. Take an in breath, lift all the way up. And then drop that right arm. We're gonna lift that right leg. Hand, knee. This is slow and controlled. And I want you to find the inner thigh on that left leg. There you go. Now grow taller. Don't lean into this forward. You'll lose your balance. Be tall. Up, up, up. As if my hand is on the top of your head. You're reaching in. 2, 1. Come back down. One more time. Other side. Here we go. In breath. Lift, lift, lift. Find your feet grounded into the floor. Exhale. Lower. Find it. Connect it. Make it stronger than the last one. There you go. For 3, 2, 1. Come back down. Inhale. And exhale. Hold it. Connect it. Feel it. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest. Shake some things off. Look. Push back here. Good. So, thank you for joining me this morning. I hope your hips feel pretty good, your back, you've got that nice spinal mobility. When's our next live class? I'm trying to be consistent for you guys. Our next live class is on Tuesday at 6. These are $5 classes. Tell your friends. Every Tuesday at 6, every Friday morning at 8. Okay? If you have a reformer at home, we are going to go live with reformer classes next week. Couple other exciting things. If you have a motor, we're doing motor classes too. Shelly's bringing some circuits. Shelly's bringing some motor training from her torture chamber, which is her studio in her house. We love Shelly for doing that. Thank you so much. If you're not following us on Facebook, follow us on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram, 416 Pilates. You guys, thank you so much for joining me this morning. This really is turning out to be one of the most exciting things I've ever done. So to keep seeing you coming back just means I'm doing something right. So thank you so much. Have a wonderful weekend. I'll see you next week.